Yes, my wonderful peeps. Welcome to JAYY-PRO World again. My people, if you are a frequent traveler to America, Canada, England, or you are a frequent traveler from any one of these countries to Jamaica, you would have known as a traveler that there is a limit to how much money you can clear customs with, without declaring that amount of money. And as far as my knowledge know, it is $10,000, whether it's in US, pound, or Canadian. $10,000. Anything in excess of 10,000, you have to declare it to custom. Right? But what I have here now in front of me, people, is that a woman is crying out that Jamaica custom seized her money, right? Seized her money, which is 8,900 US dollar, equivalent to 1.4 million Jamaican dollar. Is this woman being truthful? I don't know. You understand? Why do I say that? Because as far as I know, you do not need to declare anything under 10,000 to custom. Custom no business boy, your custom no have a problem with you. Even if them check your bag and say you have quite a bit of money in there, once them check it and it's under $10,000, you do not have to give them any explanation about that money as far as my knowledge go. You understand? So people, make we jump in at this story where this woman put out there right now. So the lady say, woman say custom seize her 1.4 million Jamaican dollar, which would have been her US 8,900 US dollar, right? The woman say for 20 years, she has lived and worked in the United States of America, saving diligently with the hope of one day purchasing land back home in Jamaica. But she said that dream is slipping away after local customs authority allegedly seized nearly US 9,000, approximately 1.4 million Jamaican dollar, in cash that she said she truthfully declared before leaving the US. Firstly, if you did have 9,000 US dollar, 9,500, 9,800, 9,900, as far as I know, you do not need to declare that with custom, and custom cannot challenge you to declare where this money is from. Alright. The woman told the Star that she arrived on the island last month with exactly 8,900 US dollar. Money she saved through a partner plan, a traditional Jamaican community saving system where members pool contribution and take turns receiving a lump sum. Right? Okay. Participants usually agree on a fixed weekly, monthly contribution, and each member eventually collects their draw or payout, while the partner plan is often relied on to cover expenses such as school fee, travels, and property. The lack of documentation can make it difficult to prove the source of funds when questioned by authorities. First and foremost, authorities were never supposed to question this woman for 8,900 US dollars. The woman said that she completed the required C5 custom declaration form electronically before leaving the US. But she said custom officers still flagged her on arrival and seized the cash. That not really makes sense to me, but I am not saying that she's telling a lie, and I'm not saying she's telling the truth. It is a very complex situation for me based on my knowledge of the 10,000 in excess, right? The woman said that them seized the cash. The woman said, I tried to do things the right way. I declared my money before I even left the US. But when I got here, they took it. It's not like they found it hidden. But why would you, if you had gone on the Jamaica website, immigration website, you would have known and you would have seen that anything under 10,000 US dollar, you coming from America, does not need to be declared. So why would you have declared 8,900? Okay. The woman say, I told them about it myself. According to her, official later informed her that she must provide proof the money came from a partner drawer, something she says is impossible to produce. The woman say, I have been saving this money for years. No. Want me to prove every detail, and until then, I can't get it back. I feel like I am being punished for honesty, she said. Her return flight is booked for next week, and she fears she may have to leave empty-handed. Lady, first things, you can get yourself a legal representative, and it probably costs you $1,500 out of that money, but you would have no problem getting back your money, because the laws are there to protect people, to protect travelers. So if it's there in black and white that anything under 10,000 does not need to be clear, and custom officer cannot interrogate you over anything under 10,000, then you're not supposed to have a problem. Get a legal representative, pay at least $1,500 or $2,000 out of it, and you will get back your money. It better you lose little than lose everything. Right? The woman says she has since retained an attorney who advised her to send a formal letter to the Commissioner of Custom and the agency CEO to request the release of her funds. How the lawyer fear tell you if you do that? When if you have since retained an attorney, the attorney would have put together that letter and send it to the relevant party to have your funds released. And he would give them reasons why your funds need to be released immediately. Alright. The woman say, I just don't understand why I have to fight so hard for my money, I declared. The woman said under Jamaica custom regulation, travelers may carry up to US 10,000, approximately 1.59 million. Exactly. And you know that. Then why did you declare the money in advance and you did not have 10,000 US dollars? Alright. Without special approval, but authority reserved the right to question the source of funds and seize cash suspected to be linked to money laundering. Alright. If you have a history of any criminal involvement in fraud or money laundering, or it is a regular travel for you to travel with money back and forth and they have picked up on that, then under those circumstances, I can understand why this money is being withheld. But other than that, you shouldn't have a problem with your money being withheld. The woman insisted that her ordeal showed that even honest declaration can turn into trouble. If I had hidden it, maybe I would still have it, but you didn't need to hide the money because it wasn't in excess of 10,000. The woman said, right, instead I declared it and lost it. That can't be right, she said. Effort to obtain a comment from the Jamaica Custom Agency were unsuccessful up to press time. So the media host them try to reach out to find out what really go on with that woman your money, but them never get through. Alright. Any lawyer take the case here is a walk in the park. But like I said, if this lady did have criminal history of involvement in fraud, money laundering, or anything of that nature, and then she's back and forth from America to Jamaica or from Jamaica to America with excessive amount of cash, even though it's not at 10,000, then she can find herself in little hot water. But if our first time and at the money there, first of all, people walk through custom with the money there in them bag all the while. 4,000, 5,000, any amount. You understand?